The tendency of objects to resist changes to their motion is known as inertia. Objects in motion stay in motion, and objects at rest stay at rest unless acted upon by an unbalanced force. An unbalanced force just means that, we're having a tug of war. If you're pulling that direction, the same exact newtons that I'm pulling this direction, we go nowhere. Nothing happens. We're completely static. As soon as an unbalanced force is applied, meaning maybe 20 newtons this way, 10 newtons that way, set in motion and starts going this way. And so say we just take a completely flat plane, push a marble, rolling on a surface, and even though in that case, a very smooth surface, if you rolled it on a carpet, it would go much less far, right? There's far more friction. Let's take that same marble and let's go into the vacuum of space. Push it in one direction, it'll go that direction forever until it hits something. Right? So just that boop, that initial tap, because there's no friction on it, there's no air, there's no counter, there's no gravity pulling on it, until an unbalanced force acts upon it, it will continue in that straight line at its same velocity forever. This is how humans behave. This is why you think you're lazy, or you feel lazy, or you are lazy, or you can't do what you want to do, is because there's friction. There is inertia. Okay, you're staying at rest. And it is not until an unbalanced force is applied that you will begin to move anywhere. Maybe it even feels like, I'm not even worried about sitting still. I feel like if I do anything, I'm going to actually go backwards. Like I'm sitting in a car in traffic on a big incline, old car with a clutch, right? And I'm like, if I do anything, if I let go of the gas or someone, riding my ass, if I let go of, the brake, I can't get this thing. I'm just going to roll backwards, help, right? And so maybe you feel like, by even doing anything, but I'm just going to stay in my little bubble. I'm going to do my work. I'm not going to mess anything up. Everything's okay. It's not perfect, but it's okay. At least I won't go backwards, right? But I have good news for you. You're not Fred Flintstone. You're not sitting on this hill holding the car with your feet, okay? That would be an uneven force. That car would definitely go backwards. You have a gas pedal. Use the gas pedal. Just press it. Trust me. Press the gas pedal. Now, I know what you're thinking. What is the gas pedal? It's you. It's your conscious willpower. Here's an example for you. If you're crazy enough, like I would do this, crazy like me, try this. Do one push-up right now. Not 10, not 20, one. If you cannot do one, do modified. If you cannot do modified, get up and do anything you can do. Just get up. You're probably in a chair right now. Do it. Do it. Right? Oh, I don't want to. I'm not going to do a stupid video. Maybe even close the video, some of you. You just refused to do something that was hard because there was friction. I had to use my conscious energy to make a decision and get up and do something. Yeah, but that's the same thing that you have to do to build your first business. Okay? That's the same thing you have to do to build a brand, to start, get a promotion, you excel, you grow your business, whatever you're doing right now that you are having trouble with and you feel like you're lazy. You clicked on this video, it's about laziness. Do it. Use the gas pedal. And it will be hardest at first because of inertia. That's why we did the physics in the beginning. Because of inertia, the tendency to resist a change in motion. Okay? Startup inertia. If a car stalls flat ground, I start pushing it. We might need 2-3 people to get it going. Once it gets going, notice the driver can get out and go sit in it. We actually just added, it's heavier now. And now there's less people pushing. There's just one person pushing. And to a degree, if you got, to a light jogger, then you got to go in 5 miles an hour. If you stopped pushing it, it would keep going. Wait, hang on. At first, I couldn't even push it by myself. And by the end, not only was I pushing the 3,000-pound car plus the 200-pound person forward, I stopped and it kept going forward. Yeah, that's momentum. Okay, now momentum. No, I'm not going to keep going into all these, but you're not Fred Flintstone. So don't worry about pushing the 3,000-pound car up the hill with your feet. You don't need to do that. It's not that hard. You have a gas pedal. Everything's easier than you think. It feels difficult, but it's an illusion. What is actually so difficult about tomorrow right now? Nothing. Nothing. It's Monday morning. You're laying in bed. Oh, God, I got to go to work, and I got to do this, and I got chores today, and the laundry when I get home, and I got to do this. What are you doing? You're just laying in bed. It's Monday morning, and you're laying in bed. Everything else is an illusion. You've made it up. Okay, none of that's happened. It's not happening. That's where you are. And we do this all of the time. This is what the great yogis and the, great sages and teachers throughout history have come to notice. All of this, everything going on in front of us, except for the one true self, consciousness itself, is an illusion. It seems very real, and yet when we take a second and look at what the moment in front of us is, what's really here? That's where be here now comes from, right? So look at why you didn't do what you have to do. Do you know what you have to do? If you know what you have to do, just do it, dude. Do it, right? Go right now. There's no tomorrow. Just go do it right now. There's not too late. You didn't do too much today. You're not too tired. There's nothing. Just do it right now. And it feels heavy, but the weight is an illusion. Just move your body to the thing and do the thing. Okay? In the mind, we'll start to see very quickly, you do not control your thoughts. You have some control. You can think of an elephant, think of it, right? You can point it and you can make it do things you don't want to do. But most, 99% of the thoughts are not you're not thinking them. You're not using your energy. You're not exerting conscious energy and attention towards something. You're just distracted. That's what lost in thought is. You're just lost in thought. Okay? And so that's what, a coach is to somebody. For instance, I'm a consultant for Amazon FBA sellers. I literally apply an unbalanced force on my students. They normally would have a certain amount of attention they're bringing to an activity or a certain amount of work ethic, and I'm just literally pushing them. Here, first of all, here's the direction to go. Now, go, right? That's just what we were talking about. That's just physics, right? It's just an unbalanced external force was applied on me, and I went, right? So you also can do this for yourself, by the way. That's the greatest superpower you'll one day learn, if you haven't already, that you have, is that you can just coach yourself. And so I do this when I find myself at rest, in a state of rest, and I know there's something that should be getting done. I just drop everything. I maybe briefly meditate on the idea that I'm here now. There's a sense of like a cloud of sensations in front of me. You don't even actually feel the shape of your body, by the way, if you really sit and meditate and look at what's in front of you. It's not an arm and a leg, and no, there's a general feeling of energy, like a field, right? Consciousness is very interesting. Sit and contemplate these things. There's a field of energy in front of me. There's maybe an discoloration in it, and the discoloration would be the mood of not wanting to do the thing. I can handle that. I can handle a light discoloration of the mood and still do the thing. And eventually you get to do this so many times, you just start doing it anyway, don't feel like it, and you just do it anyway, that no matter how big the force is, you seemingly always have an ability to one-up it. 1,000 newtons this way, you can always go 1,001 this way. Even if it's slow, if there's startup inertia, you gain momentum. And then you start pushing even harder, and it feels more and more effortless. And suddenly, somehow like myself, I built this $50,000 a month Amazon FBA brand completely naturally. I am not going to sell you anything. I'm not going to inflate my ego. And I trust me, I'm not interested in any of that. I just want to help. And this stuff is hidden in plain sight. It's right here. It's here now. Oh, God, this is fun. Okay, I got to go. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next video.